If you like spicy seafood and pasta all mixed in together, then this recipe is absolutely perfect for you, because today we are going to make us some shrimp Rasta pasta, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. So stay with me for this video. I first went on ahead and got those red Argentina shrimp out. They're wild caught and they're already peeled, so we're just going to go ahead and let defrost them. We can go ahead and start working on our pasta. Now the pasta is simple. You're just going to boil you some water, add you some salt. If you prefer, add a little bit of oil, butter. Put your pasta in there. You're going to cook it until it's al dente, and then you're going to remove it, or to your desired, the way you like your pasta, whatever you like it. Extra soft, a little firm, al dente, it's up to you. Now that our shrimp are defrosted, we're going to go ahead and start cleaning it. Now as you can see, they're already cleaned at the top. They're already deveined. Now this at the bottom, I absolutely have no idea what it is. So if anybody that's watching this video know, please let me know in the comment section. But anytime I have shrimp, I always make sure I go ahead and clean the top part and I clean the bottom part, just like this on all of my shrimp. Once I get all my shrimp clean, I go ahead and give it a rinse with a little bit of vinegar and some cool water. Now while I was done cleaning my shrimp, I looked over and my pasta was ready. So we're just going to take our pasta and we are going to put it in the pan and let that cool off to the side. After I get my pasta in the pan, it's time to go ahead and start seasoning my shrimp. But before I season my shrimp, I am going to put a little bit of oil in my pasta and mix that together. Now I see that the people on TV, the chefs that I be watching on the TV, they told me that you're not supposed to add your oil while it's cooking. You're supposed to add it after to prevent it from sticking. So we're going to see how that goes. Anywho, let's get back to the shrimp. Now we're going to go ahead and season it. You can season your shrimp any way you like. I'm just going to add a little smoked paprika on mine. I'm going to add some parsley because we fancy like that. I'm going ahead and add some Tonys, and you know you got to go ahead and have that onion powder, garlic powder. You can't have one. You got to have both. In addition to that, I did go ahead and add some herbs as well, some rosemary and some thyme, but you can use whatever seasonings that you have in your cabinet. This is just my basic seasonings that I use when I'm cooking something. And because we're going to make the jerk sauce to go on top of the Rasta pasta, we don't want to overly season our shrimp either, because we are going to get some seasoning once we make our sauce as well. And with our sauce, we're going to be using cheese. Cheese also has salt in it. So when you're cooking multiple elements, you want to be mindful to make sure that you're keeping your dish balanced on what ingredients contain what flavor, so that everything goes together well. After I got all my seasoning on my shrimp, went on ahead and mixed it up real good, and now we're going to go ahead and cook our shrimp. But before we cook our shrimp, I'm going to first start off by cooking my onions and peppers. Went on ahead, got my onions and peppers, put it in a hot skillet with some olive oil, and I cooked that for about a few minutes until it was done. After it was done, I removed it and I went on ahead and put it right on top of my pasta that I have in the pan to the side that was cooling off. After I got the onions and peppers into the pan with my pasta, it was time for us to go ahead and cook our shrimp. I'm going to do the same exact thing I did with my peppers. I'm going to get me a pan, put a little bit of olive oil in there. Once I get the olive oil in there, I'm going to go ahead and add my shrimp in there. Now, depending on how big your shrimp is going to depend on how long it takes to cook. It only takes a few minutes for shrimp to cook anyway, because you do not want to overcook it. So once I put my shrimp in there, I did let it cook for about 3 minutes. After 3 minutes passed, because they were small, it didn't really need that much cook time. After 3 minutes passed, I did go ahead and flip it over. After I flipped it over, it looked something like this. And then I let it cook on there for about 30 seconds, and then I took it off. And then my shrimp was ready, so I took those out the pan, and I'm gonna put those in the pan with the noodles and the peppers and onions that we already had. And because I had so much shrimp, I did have to do it in batches, so I had to do about 2 batches. After I got all my shrimp cooked, put it in the pan with the peppers, the onions, and the noodles, it's time to go ahead and bring everything together. And how we're going to do that, we're going to make our sauce. So for the sauce, we're going to start off with some heavy cream. And how much sauce you want in your pasta is how much heavy cream you're going to use. If you want it real saucy, add a little bit extra. If you want it a little drier side, not as much sauce, take a little bit back. It all depends on how you like it. But first, we're going to go in with our heavy cream. After we get our heavy cream in there, I'm going to go ahead and add in some jerk seasoning. seasoning, and I'm going to go in with 2 scoops of jerk seasoning because I like it spicy. You can go ahead and add some Scotch bonnet in this as well if you really want to kick up the heat. Add you some crushed peppers or some cayenne as well. I went on ahead and seasoned it up with a little bit of that Tony's Creole seasoning because I feel like that Tony's Creole seasoning got everything that it needs plus the jerk seasoning. Added in some Parmesan cheese, and I just went on ahead and let that cook down and become one. Once it cooked down and became one, it was time to finally push this dish together and make everything come together. So I went on ahead, got my sauce, poured it right on top of my noodles, my peppers, my onion, my shrimp, gave it a good mix, and finally our jerk Rasta pasta was ready, y'all. When I tell you this is so good, it is absolutely delicious. It's one of my favorite dishes to make. So if you like spicy, you like seafood, and you like pasta, I highly recommend that you put this on your menu for dinner. Went on ahead, mixed everything up. Want to get all that sauce, all the noodles, because this is where all the flavor and all the seasoning is. Want to make sure everything is well incorporated. Got a good mix on everything. And once I got everything mixed in real good together, went on ahead and put a little bit of parsley on top because you know your girl is fancy like that. And it was time to go ahead and start sharing out those plates. Now you can pair this with a salad, which I put mine with a house salad, or you can eat it just like this. This is a meal by itself. You can put a little garlic bread, however you like it. This is your worlds, and your dinner is done. And I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye, besties.